We can now bring into the conversation Guy Poran, former Israeli Air Force pilot and current member of the Mistaclim organization, an Israeli civic organization founded in 2021, made up of Israeli citizens concerned with human rights and opposed to the occupation of Palestinian territories. He speaks to us from Tel Aviv. Thank you so much for joining us, Guy. We have reports from the United Nations. 260 settler attacks in the month of October alone, 126 since the start of the olive harvesting season. That is a huge amount.
Absolutely. Every year during the harvest of the olive harvest, there have been attacks, but never so many and so violent as this year. Now, while the number of incidents, as you indicated, have increased significantly, the number since Minister Ben-Gvir has taken office, the number of investigations into these violent activities has dropped 73%, and the indictment are negligible. So when you combine these two, one cannot understand it in any other way than that the government, the current government, is encouraging this kind of behavior by the violent settlers. This is part of what they see as a potential ethnic cleansing. Now, the fact that the government is encouraging it has been clear to every Israeli. But the amazing thing, the incredible, is that the army forces and the regional police that are there, that are supposed to take care of the security of both the Jewish settlers and the Palestinians, have not, and these security forces are very quick and efficient to search and locate and arrest every Palestinian youngster who throws a stone, are completely incapable or actually unwilling to do anything about stopping the violence of the settlers.
Let me just give you a statistic there. There's less than 4% of the settlers prosecuted, according to watchdogs. And just this last week, a 15-year-old and a 17-year-old were killed in the West Bank, as you say, being targeted by the Israeli forces. You understand the directives given to IDF soldiers. What do you think they are being told by the government officials right now?
Well, the situation is pretty complicated because formally you hear ministers and you hear army generals and the chief of staff condemning the violence of the settlers and committing to the fact that the armed forces will do everything within their power to stop. But the reality on the ground is not so. Many of the local commanders that are there are associated with, some of them are even living in some of those settlements over there. And every day we see here pictures and videos of incidents where soldiers and police forces are standing by and in some cases even helping out those violent settlers. So there is a big difference between the official position of the Israeli government and the on-the-ground encouragement of some of the extreme ministers that are not even ashamed and shy to say that. They are claiming all sorts of, that actually the violence is also by the Palestinians and that most of the settlers are okay and it's only but a very, very minor group that is acting violently. Everybody in Israel knows that this is not the case.
That's a point that I really want to touch on, because this minority framing by the likes of Bezalel Smotrich, Itamar Ben-Gvir, is that being bought by anyone in the Israeli public, or is this being condemned from the inside?
It is being condemned. I think that only those people very close to this ideology, the settlers, are using this kind of argumentation. Nobody believes it, because every day on the Israeli media, you see and you hear about the attacks on innocent Palestinians by hundreds, by groups of many settlers putting on fire cars and buildings and ship pans. Everybody sees it. So I don't think that any normal Israeli believes this kind of propaganda.
Guy Poran, thank you so much on that final note, coming to us there from Tel Aviv, a former IDF pilot, but currently a member of the civil organization against the occupation of Palestinian territories. That's Mistaclim.